currently reading Kafka on the Shore, and I'm like 248 pages in, and the plot is only kicking off right now. Kafka runs away from home at 15 under the shadow of his father's dark prophecy. The aging Nakata, tracker of lost cats who never recovered from a bizarre childhood affliction, finds his pleasantly simplified life suddenly turned upside down. As the parallel odysseys unravel, cats converse with people, fish tumble from the sky, a ghost-like pimp deploys a Hegel-spouting girl of the night, a forest harbors soldiers apparently unaged since World War II. There is a savage killing, but the identity of both victim and killer is a riddle, one of many which combine to create an elegant and dreamlike masterpiece. I read a review, so I sort of know what's going to happen, and on one hand I was like, I wish I didn't, but on the other hand I'm like, the book and the writing is still so very good that it doesn't destroy the experience. I have tagged some of the problematic bits, so the way that Murakami describes women, I've tapped that, and it's only happened like 4 times. They are actual literal crimes, and just like, okay, this is a very misogynistic way to describe this female character, but overall I think that he's very sensitive, and I like how he's going with the characters, and I like the sensitivity between like Kafka, and there's this character that Kafka meets after he runs away from home, called Oshima, who's a library assistant, and there's just like this soft relationship that they have. The relationship that they have is just so tender. He's looking out for him. Oshima's looking out for Kafka more than anything, because Kafka is also very young. Oshima is like an adult. I love that relationship that they have, and I love that Oshima is looking out for Kafka. I do think that Oshima is like very intelligent but can be very pretentious at times, because this book has a lot of like philosophy from the West as well as from the East, and you get really detailed, you get like Oshima's meanderings over these philosophies, etc., and it gets pretentious at times, but also it's very like interesting to learn things that I don't know. And then there's the other main protagonist, Nakata, who speaks to cats. Well, he could, but at the moment he's struggling, and he's also on his own odyssey, same as Kafka, who's running away from his father's prophecy specifically. And Nakata there was this weird incident with like UFOs when he was young, so after that he became really like not as intelligent as he was, and it's a running, I don't think it's like a gag, but like it's a running thing that he says that he's not very bright, etc. So yeah, I love the writing. It's very atmospheric because that's Murakami. It's, again, I mentioned the sensitivity. I really love the sensitive nature of the story. I have highlighted some bits that, I love how he writes sentences in such a simple way, but establishing a very strong mood. It almost feels like I don't know, there's something about the book that feels like a film noir, and I just love that. And I am really excited to meet other characters as well, because at the moment it's just been Kafka, Oshima, Nakata, and there's like minor characters, and then there was a favorite character of mine. It's a cat, and she talks because Nakata can speak to cats, or could, and Mimi is like a Siamese cat, and she's very fancy compared to the other like neighborhood cats, and she's basically a bully, but I love her, like the way she's willing to help. Like, she's there for the plot, she's there to drive the plot forward, and she does her job so well. And I love a character like that who's just like, I'm here for the plot, I'm here to drive the plot forward, and that's my motivation. There was a bit when she nearly died and I was at the edge of my seat, but she survives. Well, so far so good. And yeah,